welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'll put my usual video on the screen showing you how to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss my almost daily uploads. I always say that. I upload about 4 to 5 times a week on this channel, and hit the notification bell so that you're notified of all new uploads. I know some of you get sick of hearing me say the same intro all the time, but YouTube shows me on the back end, friends, that like 50% of you aren't subscribed. Subscribe, friends. It's free. I'm here all the time for you. If you are new around here, I have been a part-time reseller for a decade. That is right, friends. 10 years I've been selling on eBay and 2 years on Thredup, Poshmark, and Amazon. I never really intended to be like the Thredup YouTube channel, but somehow it just happened because I really ramped up my Thredup selling. I'll just give you a quick history of my Thredup selling. I've been selling there for 2 years, but I really started taking reselling seriously there in about February, March of 2020. I'm currently at about I was about to hit 1,000 active listings on Thredup. If you didn't see yesterday's video, Thredup just threw us a major curveball. If you resell on Thredup and you have not seen that video, maybe pause this one and go and I'll link it down below. I don't want to go into too much. Basically, Thredup changed the way that we as resellers can edit our prices on their platform. And they didn't give us any notice. Like, no notice at all. Like nothing. I've never experienced something like that on a selling platform. Usually when a change that drastic happens, every other platform I've ever sold on, they give you notice. I mean, usually it's like months, down the line. Like, for example, when eBay was going to switch to managed payments, they started telling me about it, you guys. I'm not kidding, like 9 months before that change happened. And so this was just kind of a shock, I think, to all of us. So quickly, basically, you used to be able to set your price at 80% of retail. Now they're saying you can set it at 50%, but it doesn't seem to be 50% of retail. I don't know if it's like some mystical number that they're creating in their head or their algorithm. It says it's supposed to be 50% of Thredup pricing. What the hell does that mean, first of all? Before I go into my rants, let me just give you my thoughts. I always tell you guys this. This is why I diversify. This is why I sell on multiple platforms. This is why I have multiple streams of income outside of reselling. If you're new around here, I've always had a million jobs. I'm not joking. Like, my entire life, I've been working since I was 14 years old. And I've always had like 1 or 2 jobs. Even when I was working on my master's degree, I had like 3 streams of income. So I don't just resell, right? So I also am a real estate agent. I also have a corporate full-time job, but I'm currently on maternity leave. Here's a little bump update for you, friends. 8 months, 30, how many weeks am I? 34 weeks today. So I've always had multiple streams of income, and I always say with reselling, I think it's really important that you sell on more than one platform. If I only sold on Thredup, I would be losing my goddamn mind right now. I would be infuriated about this. But like I said, I sell on 3, 4 other platforms, so it's not as infuriating. And I think we have to understand as resellers that we don't control any of these platforms. They can do whatever the hell they want, and we're really at their mercy. We can get upset. We can voice our concerns and hope that those concerns get taken seriously and things will change. But in the end, Thredup is their business, and they can control and do what they want when they want. Do I agree with it? Hell no. I'm like, the more I think about it, I'm like, I get it from their perspective and from a buyer's perspective. I totally understand how this could be great for Thredup. They are storing, think about it, you guys. Specifically myself, I'm sending them 5 to 10 boxes a week of inventory. If I'm setting it at 80% of retail, a lot of times they're holding on to this stuff. They're storing it, they're doing the customer service, they're listing it, and if it doesn't sell, they send it back to me. Great for me, probably not so great for them. And then buyers are also seeing higher prices on things that I set a max price at. That's fine. Before I used to ever adjust my prices on Thredup, if you go and watch my early Thredup videos like last year, The things that I didn't change the pricing on would sell quickly, literally fly off Thredup. I had a Michael Kors bag. If you go and watch my first Thredup video on this channel, Michael Kors bag, I think I priced it like I didn't change the price. I didn't even realize you could change pricing then. I think they priced it at 80 bucks. I made $22. It literally sold within days. I have Coach bags there. Oh my God, I'm spitting. I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys could see that. I'm very passionate about this whole situation. I have like 10 Coach bags, some Michael Kors bags. They're all priced at $200 right now, and they haven't sold yet. And that's okay because I want to make the most amount of profit. But is that beneficial for Thredup? Probably not. No, they want to sell it, make their profit. They didn't pay for the inventory. They don't care what we make on our stuff. I mean, think about it, you guys. They don't care the profit that we make. They want to make their money. They want to get it out of inventory, get more inventory in, and keep the business going. So I totally get it for them and for buyers on Thredup, how that makes sense. But as for sellers, as we all know, it kind of stinks. But I still think there is money to be made on Thredup. We're just gonna have to be smarter about it. For those of you that aren't quitting, I've gotten like, I'm not kidding, like 20 DMs from my friends that are saying, you know, they're just done with Thredup. Like, who treats your sellers like this? How can you make such a big change and you don't give people notice? Like, this is something that should have been given like 6 months notice, at least 3 months notice, or you would think, I mean, maybe a month you could tell people. And then how about you not change all of our inventory that's already there? Like my almost 1,000 active listings, all of them currently say I need to decrease the price. How about you leave all of those alone? You give us a couple months notice, you tell us this, maybe we can learn your new pricing structure and then adjust accordingly. But when you do it this way, you just piss people off. And I do recommend that you guys speak up and contact Thredup. I think we need to voice that the way this was handled was not the best. And there are some updates. I've noticed one of my reselling friends actually was able to get in contact with Thredup, and they're saying now they're kind of pulling back. I think because a lot of us spoke up so quickly. I even tagged them on Instagram and said I was pissed. If you haven't seen, I do have a reselling Instagram. I always link it down below. This is just a chatty video. I'm just sharing my thoughts. Share your thoughts in the comments down below. But so the new update is, because they realized so many of us were pissed off, and I think they probably realized, like, this is something you should have told people before you did. They said that right now they're going to leave all the pricing the way it is for the listings that you have up. If you have listings up right now, they'll put them back to the 80% retail. Whatever you had them set at, they'll put those back. And when they do decide to change moving forward to this mythical 50% Thredup pricing, which I still don't know what that is. Maybe they'll explain more when they send a notice out. They will give us 30 days notice. So that's where we're at right now. I just checked before filming this video, and still all of my listings say I need to decrease the price. But from what my friend told me that talked to Thredup, they're working on fixing that. And they're hearing our concerns. But I really do encourage you guys, speak up, email Thredup, chat them, let them know that you're unhappy about this, voice this, because maybe they won't do this again. I don't know, but I just thought I'd tell you what my business model is gonna be with Thredup if things stay the way they are. I'm not sending them anything I pay up for. Like, I'm literally about to film a luxury haul where I spent about $15 to $100 per item. And if they keep this pricing at this 50% of Thredup pricing, I wouldn't make any money on some of these items. So I'm just going to have to be very careful. If you're new around here, my business model is I would send everything to Thredup. I go to the Goodwill outlets where I pay $2 or less for items. I go to Dollar Day where I pay $1 for items. So those items, if I can find items that Thredup will still allow me to price pretty high, even with their 50% price structure, those are things I'll send to them. But I think I'm really gonna scale back on those higher end items that they're not letting me price at what I think they should be priced at, because I just won't make as much money. I told you guys about 40% of my inventory, I do retail arbitrage, I do online arbitrage, and I can pay anywhere from $15 to $500 for an item. I recently purchased a Versace purse for $500. I was going to carry it myself for a little while, then send it to Thredup, but now I'm like, I don't think I'm going to send that to Thredup, because I honestly don't even know what their new pricing structure, if they'll even let me price it above what I paid for it. So I think you guys, moving forward, we're just gonna have to be very strategic on what we send to them, if you decide to even sell there. I told you, some of my friends are just like, they're pissed off. They're like, this is unprofessional. This is something even a new company wouldn't do. They've been in business for years. They should have told us. It's like they don't even care about sellers. But I always tell you guys this, I try to take emotion out of it. They're a business. I know that they don't care about me. They don't care about me making money. They don't care about us as resellers. So I'm not going to take it super personal. It is pretty messed up, but I still think there's money to be made if you can get your inventory very, very affordable and still find those brands that not so much price at 80% of retail, but price to their 50%, whatever the hell that is. And that's just where we're at. And it's just annoying because I literally have like 5 boxes in my living room of stuff that's going out to them. And I'm just like, oh, Lord. So I'm going to be reclaiming a lot of stuff. Because from what I've heard, and I don't know if this is true, but multiple people are telling me that they're going to start auto-adjusting prices. And that is, now that will not work for me. A lot of the new with tags items, the items that I've paid up for, I'm just going to reclaim them and send them and sell them myself on eBay and Poshmark, which is going to be so annoying, you guys. It's going to be like hundreds of items. I mean, just off the top of my head, I think it's going to be like close to 200 or 300 items. And it's just, I'm just going to have to process so much stuff. And when you're 8 months pregnant, photographing and measuring is my least favorite reselling task. So I'm probably going to enlist my boyfriend to help me because I just want to get it up, post it on my stores quickly. And then I'll get my mom to inventory it. But you just got to roll with the punches, friends. This is what happens when you don't own these platforms. So one of you brought up something that I thought was interesting. And you said you wondered if, because Thredup's like getting wind of all these, like, because I mean, if you look around on Instagram, YouTube, resellers are talking about Thredup. There's Thredup courses that are being made. And Thredup sees these things. They work with influencers. I see them doing sponsored videos. So they know a lot of us are getting this inventory deeply discounted and we're running our Thredup reselling like a business. So a lot of times they may know. It made me think, like, did I contribute to the problem? Like, you know, all these Thredup videos and I'm like, you can make this much money and here's what's sold on Thredup, you know, but I mean, there's lots of things that went into it. I can't blame myself, friends, but it just made me think that, yeah, they see these things and they know. And I'm sure that was part of the reason they decided to do it, because they're like, we need to sell things quickly. We need to get it out of our warehouse. We need to make our money and we need to move on. But the way that they handled it, in my opinion, was just piss poor. Like, so we'll see what happens. I'm not quitting. I'm not giving up on Thredup, but the inventory that I send them will be either from the bins, from Dollar Day, and I've just got to learn. Now it's just like relearning Thredup, honestly, all over again. It literally is, because now I need to learn what brands price at what. I mean, it's been 2 years and I feel like I finally got a handle on this brand. If I see it at the thrift store, I'm like, that'll price at Thredup for like 100 to 150 bucks. This is how much profit I'll make. That's all out of the window. But I just want to end on this. This does make me realize, like, this, I'm such a hustler and a businesswoman. I'm like, this is the perfect time to create a new Thredup course. Because, you know, courses are being created everywhere. And I was trying to think of what my first course would be. But I think this would be a great time to teach people how to make money on Thredup in 2021. With their new pricing structure, the way that everything's going, and if it stays this way for the next couple of months. Because honestly, like I said, I really do believe there still is money to be made, but you're going to have to be very strategic about it. You're going to have to know how they price things, and you're going to have to relearn brands. So I just think now I'm like fired up to do like a quick Thredup mini course for like January 2020, and like an eBay course and an Amazon course, because you've got to diversify, friends. I think if this teaches us anything, if any of you just sell on Thredup, diversify, diversify. There's eBay, there's Mercari, there's Poshmark, there's Facebook Marketplace. There are so many platforms to resell on, so don't let this get you too down. I know the Thredup craze was real, and I still think there's money to be made, but keep an eye out for like my Thredup 2021 crash course. A lot of you said that you'd be interested. It would be very reasonably priced, be very animated, because as you know, that's just who I am, but informative. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. All right, I just wanted to catch up with you and talk about this craziness that's going on. I think I'm going to do eBay week on my channel. You guys, I'm getting burnt out on Thredup. I'm kind of like tired of talking about it. I do have like 5 videos filmed on Thredup, like brands that don't sell, stuff like that. But I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting burnt out. And then the fact that they did this is just annoying. And I'm like, I need a break. So, and a lot of you have been asking for eBay videos anyways. So I don't know. I think next week we might do eBay week. Like what's sold, how I get daily sales on eBay, what sold for over $100 on eBay, what sold for over $1,000 on eBay. Like I want to do eBay videos because eBay and Amazon are where I make the most money, honestly. eBay's where I've been selling the longest. So yeah. I mean, we'll still have Thredup videos, obviously, because that's why a lot of you have subscribed, but I'm kind of getting burnt out. You'll probably see a couple more, and then we're going to do eBay. Okay? I'm done rambling. I love you. Stay positive. There's still much money to be made out there, girlfriend. You can check out my other Thredup videos right here.